Come and join us today as we see Disney on Ice presents Magic and the Stars starting to tour September 1st. We got a special preview of the show and got to see behind the scenes in Feld Entertainment Studios. And a big thank you to Attractions Magazine for letting us cover this event. Definitely check out their channel as well. It honestly was a really cool experience to see what all they made, especially everything in-house from costumes to props. They do all the advertising in-house. And the two studios they have, Disney on Ice is rehearsing as well as the Ringling Brothers. And we got to see all the costumes piled up to the ceiling. They really have so many talented people working there. You see that, Pumpkin? That's what they used in the show.
So this is where a lot of our shots are. Down that hallway is all our Monster Jam truck shots where they build and paint all the monster trucks.
Cool. Next up, I'm going to show some highlights from some of the amazing performers, choreographers, directors, and more. The kids unfortunately couldn't come, so Rick took them upstairs in a conference room, but they got to see the show afterwards.
We have 2 weeks of straight boot camp. So they just do strength training and they gain their stamina and things like that before they even touch any apparatus.
Here, you'll be at the show today and you'll see Emily actually flying into the air, and we can take her now if you'd like. And the concept behind this was, of course, we were doing a whole show connected by the stars. The stars in the night sky, it's infinite possibility. Wow. And it's in line with 100 years of wonder. And you can tell how she's moving now. It just makes you feel like you're being taken up to the night sky. The night sky is coming alive, and we're really taking the night sky down toward the audience so we can all journey together through it.
So this harness is very, very unique. It actually allows her to rotate on multiple axes. So she can't just go forward and back. She can actually rotate in every direction. So that also makes it more difficult because she doesn't have much leverage. So she is using every single muscle in her body right now to control her direction. So she's been working very, very hard on this for almost 3 months now.
Spin them, and then we raise them up to the night sky.
Whoa.
How fun, what a ride!
Is she the actual star? Is that her character?
She is in the ensemble. She's in our star ensemble. So she is one of 2 that go up on these Acro stars. So of course with Isabella and Encanto being her magic flowers, and then understanding that she can do so much more than that, what else can she do? But this was really fun when Shannon and I started talking about this. We were actually going the route of a trapeze kind of situation, dance trapeze, but then we loved the swing. We kind of made it into an acro swing, and Shannon developed tricks that she could do on this apparatus itself. So we could still have the flowers and be in the world of Isabella's magic. Fun little fact about these is that typically on ice, we can't use a lot of confetti, right? We have to skate over it. So we actually found last season, and we're using it again this season because it's so effective, rice paper confetti, so that it goes to the ice and it dissolves and you can skate through it, so we can still have these beautiful lit moments in the air, and it's so effective, flower petals, but then we can still continue to perform below on the ice. Percy, where are you from, Abby?
South Africa, from Cape Town.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is this your first time in the States?
Yes.
Yes.
I love it. Yeah, I was competing before this, so shows are very different for me. It's it's much more fun than competing. Competing was stressful. This is also stressful, but it's in a nice way.
The senior director of costumes as well as the costume designer for this show. I'm going to step over here because this is really the star of the show. I did my first ice show in 2003. It was Monsters Inc. and every costume was a monster. So when you start there, it seems like it would get easier. The theme is about stars, and I want a mirror ball for an opening. And so that's where we jumped off from. You can't really skate in a full mirror ball, shoulder to floor, but what we do have is all the costumes are based in a silver, shimmer, metallic, and then what we did is apply the mirror elements over it. And then we also did kind of very organic pieces of fabric, sort of a mosaic of fabric rather than just one fabric per costume. This is the wigs, and you can see that they might be just a regular white wig in the real world, but we glittered them and spiked them and made them edgy, again, sort of a modern retro or a retro modern.
We're gonna come back to the props here. We can actually touch them, which was really cool. And passing Moana's boat was really neat as well. Well, we're going into the area where you can see the performers practicing a little bit, and we're gonna actually be sitting here in the very front row when the show starts. It was really cool to see the performers actually rehearsing inside here. At the time of filming, they only had 2 more rehearsals till they start touring. And then they all pack up and hit the road. Orlando is the very first stop, and they said they have 14 semi-trucks to fill.
So Bella portrays Anna. Oh, I thought, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay.
I play Blue Fairy.
Adam was talking about the fact that this show is all about the stars and stargazing, and that Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Daisy are the ones that help tell our story and take us from story to story. So the telescope is one of the props that is used at the very beginning of the show to start that storytelling and kind of set up the show.
My name's Jamie. I'm one of the ensemble skaters. So yeah, these are a couple of props from our show. Here we have Mount's Pup.
Cool.
From the Moana segment. Lamp for Aladdin segment as well. Genie kind of pops up there. I'll let you guys look into there right after. This is our theater, part of the Encanto segment. So actually in Colombia, it's one of their cultural highlights, the flower festival. And they actually carry these like big flower displays on their back. So just like we have here, you can look at it in a second, there's a backpack, like straps there. So we have our skaters carry them, or performers carry them in our Encanto segment.
I like these little things.
I know.
Those are so cute. Look at that. That's actually really cool. Maui. This is actually pretty heavy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's surprisingly heavy, right?
This one's not bad.
This is so cool. These were the props.
I mean, I can handle this. I can handle that. We got to hold the props, which was neat, and then looking into the telescope, it looked like Mickey with the stars. And they let us sit on Isabella's swing, but I did miss Vanessa for this. I wish she could have done it.
Joe was the first person to portray.
Flynn Ryder. Being a director of a show like this with so many aerial elements and all these other kind of above and beyond skating features that we have in this show, it kind of feels like coming home.
So we're going to talk about the Moana segment a little bit here. The Battle of Taka. There, I found my word. And we are using different fabric apparatuses to represent fire and water. Aren't they not beautiful? And the movement, as you can see, there's a harness and it's attached to his back. And the spines create the movement, and he can go sideways and forward and backward. And to restore the heart of Te Fiti, we bring the water up. We chose to move this fabric like water more in a horizontal fashion. We only bring it up if we're creating a wave.
We're gonna see one more performer who plays Raya, and then we're gonna show the highlights from the show.
Acro pole, and this is it. Like, there's not much to it, and that's why it's probably one of the more difficult apparatus that we have on the show.
Whoa. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow.
The skaters have been not relying on their feet for leverage and more like twisting their bodies, because when you're hanging in the air, there's nothing for you to kick off of, right? So she does use the ground to start her spin, but once she's up there, all of her rotations are completely put there how she wants them to be, right?
We trained for like well actually now it's been like 2.5 months-ish, and yeah, I've just been practicing over and over on this thing. It's unreal.
So it's actually a hollow.
Oh yeah.
So, yep, it's about like a 1/2 inch wall there. It's all aluminum, so it's all welded to make it look like bamboo. So these notches are like welded onto like a pole.
Solid pole, yeah.
So this is our third Disney on Ice show, and I do have to say that this is my favorite just because there were so many stories that they included. The last show that we saw was just Encanto and Frozen, but this one includes so many more. And right here you can see the costumes we saw behind the scenes and the stars with the performers twirling, which was really cool.
Just imagine all the stories that have taken place under those stars.
So look, we can figure out where to go first.
And best of all, your dream of having your own restaurant is about to come true. Almost there. Just doing what I do. Look out, boys, I'll come through. You remind me of someone.
Watch out! He's got the ion blaster! Not today, sir.
My sash! Give it here! Oh no! And look! She's wearing my ribbon!
They played about one song per princess, which was nice because it gave such a big variety. And speaking of princesses, Raya and Frozen 2 are the first time that they premiered on Disney on Ice.
We are living the dream.
Everyone, meet my Dio Bruno. Agent on, these days are precious. Can't let them slip away. Time has fallen, some things stay the same. To the end. And restore the hearts of Te Fiti. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I crossed the horizon to find you.
It's time to find home. We know the way.
So as you can see, it was completely magical. I highly recommend seeing this show, Magic in the Stars, if you love Disney films. And I'll link our previous Disney on Ice video as well as the Jurassic World Live because Feld Entertainment Studios does both. Let us know in the comments what you think of the show, what your favorite character or scene was. And a big thank you to Maddie and Lachey for helping support our channel. People like you help us to keep going and doing what we love.
Say yeah, make it subscribe from a videos, go to our channel, subscribe. Subscribe. Cut.
And click either of these two videos, the top one being our Disney on Ice Frozen and Encanto, and the bottom one being Jurassic World Live. Both of those shows were so good. Highly recommend them. And thank you so much for watching.